Hi everyone. Today we are going to be looking at the definition of more terminologies used in set theory. The first one we're going to be looking at today is empty set. What is an empty set? This is a set without a member or an element. Take note. An empty set is a set without a member. It does not have a member. It does not have a member, or you say it does not have an element. An empty set can also be referred to as a null set. It is also referred to as a null set. Okay? Take note, it does not have an element, or you say it does not have a member. Now, how do we represent an empty set? An empty set is represented using just the curly bracket. You have your open and close curly bracket or brace, or you can use this symbol. Okay, this symbol right here. You can use this symbol right here to represent an empty set. Okay, it does not contain any element. There is nothing inside. We've seen a lot of situations whereby students, in an attempt to write an empty set, they write a 0 inside the brace. If you write this, it is wrong, because what you are saying here is that this set has an element 0. This is what it means. If you write 0 inside the curly bracket, it means you are saying that this set has an element 0, which is wrong for an empty set. An empty set is just the brace, open and close, or you use this symbol. Okay, take for example, you have a set A that says that you should list the triangles with two sides. Triangles with two sides. Take note, triangles only has 3 sides. 1, 2, 3, right? So that means you can never have triangle with 2 sides. So that means that is an empty set. You cannot have a triangle with 2 sides. Triangles will always have 3 sides. Okay, now let us look at the next one, which is called finite set. Finite set. This is a set whose element can be counted. Take note, it can be counted. Finite. It can be counted. Okay, take for example, you have a set C, which says states. It is a set of states in the United States of America. How many states do you have in the United States of America? You have 50 states. You can count that. That means in this set C, all you have to do is to list the 50 states in the United States of America. That is a finite set because it can be counted. Okay, what about if you say a set B is a set of states in Nigeria? Nigeria has 36 states, right? So if you list the states in Nigeria, those will make up the set B. That can be counted. Take note, it can be counted. That makes it a finite set. Okay, just like when you say that you should list the number of students in the University of Lagos, Nigeria, you can count that. That is also a finite set. Or you are being asked to list the number of students in Harvard University. You can also count that. Okay, that is a finite set. Okay, now let us look at the next one. What about if you say infinite set? Infinite set, what is that? This is a set whose elements are uncountable. you cannot count an infinite set. It is impossible to list all the elements. It is impossible to list all the elements in this set, in this infinite set, okay? Take, for example, you have a set A, which is a set of odd numbers. All odd numbers. As we know, odd numbers are numbers that when divided by 2 will have a remainder, right? So let's say you want to list the sets in this, which is odd numbers, and you starting from 1, right? So that means you're going to be having 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, right? 11, 13, and so on and so forth. This, you cannot count everything. It is uncountable, okay? Because it does not have an end. The same thing applies to multiples of 2. You are going to be saying 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and so on and so forth. It is uncountable. It is impossible to list all the elements, right? So that makes it an infinite set, okay? Now, in this class today, let us look at what we also call a disjoint set. A disjoint set. What do we mean by disjoint set? These are sets that have no element in common. Take note, they do not have any element in common. Disjoint, they are not jointed. They do not have any element in common, right? Now look at this. Set C has elements 2, 5, B, and 9, okay? Set B has elements 0, H, 1, and 10. Do they have any elements in common? There is 2 here, there is no 2. There is 5 here, there is no 5 here. You have a B here, there is no B here. You have a 9 here, there is no 9 here, right? Okay, let us look at it the other way. There is a 0 here, there is no 0 here. There is an H here, no H here. There is a 1 here, no 1 here. There is a 10 here, no 10 here, okay? So that means these do not have any element. They have no element in common, okay? So that makes B and C disjoint sets. They do not have any element in common, okay? All right, guys, I hope you understand this, the definition of these terminologies. We have been able to look at what an empty set is. We also looked at a finite set, and we also looked at infinite sets and disjoint sets, okay? In the next class, we are going to be looking at more stuff that we're going to be dealing with. So we're going to be looking at union and intersection of set also in the next class, okay? If you are new on this channel, I encourage you to subscribe and click on the bell to turn on your notification so you don't miss any of our videos. I'll see you in the next class, guys. Bye.